Ink Ribbon.
Okay, so we had a crazy showcase. Super excited about finally seeing the Village DLC, and it was really nice to finally see Reverse. It's looking so much better than what we saw originally. Um, got it queued up here. Yes, we got. I mean, they have done so much to Reverse since I last saw it. It looks like characters have like a lot of special moves. I saw like, you could buy some skins. It's looking kind of like, I really don't want to phrase it this way. I've never played Fortnite, but like Fortnite meets Resistance or Dead by Daylight or something like that, which I had a ton of fun playing Resistance. I'm okay with that. Um, and apologies for not actually playing the video. Don't blame me. Blame the demonetization gods of YouTube. So yeah, just real quick on Reverse, I will be live streaming the open beta. Okay, I can't find it, but they said during the showcase that there's going to be a live beta and we can all play together. So keep an eye out for that. I think later this week. Now, moving on to Resident Evil 4, what we're here for. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So like just looking at the trailer, I think Capcom really listened to fans, and one of the biggest complaints that all of the Resident Evil community had about Resident Evil 4 is that was Carl. It had too much action and not enough horror. And this trailer is showing me that they brought back the horror. I mean, like it's dark now, it's got so much atmosphere, whereas the other one was like it's in the middle of the day, it's open, it's very there's just, you know what I mean? This seems creepy. I already know I'm gonna get scared just from looking at how they set this up. I mean, look at the little details, like that giant skull, which is probably from an El Gigante that died or something. I mean, little touches like that really show that they put the work in to the environments and the settings. And as I've said, and I will always continue to say it, the environments are the real main characters of Resident Evil games. But what's nice is they didn't get rid of the action that made the gameplay fun. They just kind of combined them and balanced it out. So, I think Resident Evil 4 was a little too much on the action side and not enough horror. And I think they moved it back so that you get a nice mix of both. From what I see, also, I think they fixed a lot of the story issues that people kind of had a problem with. Like, in the beginning of Resident Evil 4 in the original, Leon literally breaks into someone's house and is like, "Have you seen this girl?" And the guy's like, "Get out of my house." And then Leon shoots him, and then he's like, "Hunnigan, he was hostile." And it's like, okay, hold on, you just murdered someone. What? So this seems a lot more, the guy's head is like broken off and all that. So I think they went back to the drawing board and they honestly they put in way more work than I expected. I didn't know Resident Evil 4 was going to be, I thought it was just going to be more of the same, but this seems like whoa. Maybe even more so than Resident Evil 2 Remake, because that had more than I expected, but this has even more than I expected. I'm also getting the vibe that the story is a lot less like an action movie because it was a little cheesy in the original, and this time it's like really not serious, but I guess serious would be the right word. Like if you remember, Leon had a lot of like cheesy one-liners, and it was a little campy for a Resident Evil game. Now, Capcom seems to have stuck with face models for Leon and for Ada, which great. It'd be nice to have some consistency because we all know they're always changing everyone's face. Now, I've seen some discourse on Reddit and some other places where people are not happy with the way Ashley looks, or the way Luis looks, or the way Ada sounds, or the way Luis sounds, whatever. Just remember, we've had like what, 15 years, 20 years, however long it's been to get used to the characters as we know them in the original. It's going to take a little time to get used to. I mean, it's a whole new generation. I mean, what, we're 3 generations after the generation that the original came out. So it's going to be a little different, but so far I trust Capcom. I'm sure they know what they're doing. but we'll have to see. I know some people have divided opinions on that. I'm fine. I do think Ada doesn't quite sound like Ada, but we've literally heard like 2 lines from her, so I guess we'll have to see. I'm also really, really happy to see Hunnigan is getting more of a role, because I feel like she was kind of like a fan favorite, but Capcom didn't expect that. It's almost like they have a reputation for that. But like I remember, I think it was Degeneration, the first CG movie they did, where Hunnigan was actually like, you saw like her body, like she was a real person. She wasn't just like on a communicator, and that was really cool. So I'm glad to see her once again, because she's awesome. I'm also guessing that this is all going to tie into Resident Evil Village somehow, just to kind of like round out the story. I did hear them talking a little bit about that on the showcase, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. That's just my speculation. Now, here's the current controversy that's happening as I'm making this video, and I'm so upset about it because you guys know I love animals. In the original, you find the dog in a bear trap, you save him, and he helps you later on. It looks like the dog wasn't so lucky in this version, because you just find him like straight up dead.
But he's already...
And I'm not okay with that. I loved helping the dog. I think most people loved helping the dog, and it's just, I don't know, it seems a little too cruel. But maybe this is like what happens if you don't help the dog. Maybe they didn't show the full, I don't know. I don't want the dog to be dead. Like, come on, please, Capcom. I feel like this is going to be like a thing when the game comes out. People are going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. Now, the gameplay is what I was most excited to see, and they did not disappoint. I was so excited to see the gameplay features that they added, which is how I was like, okay, the action is still there, but it's still scary, it's still horror based. Now it does look like you can dodge, kind of like Resident Evil 3 Remake. You can also use your knife to defend, which you can see it's got a little meter under it, which means it's got the durability just like Resident Evil 2. And then you can tap to break free, which is something I hate about Resident Evil 2 Remake, because out of instinct I tap the button. I mean, I think it made a difference even in the original games, and it always bugged me that you couldn't like break free, and I'm really glad they added that. Because you feel like you're doing something instead of just being helpless and being like, oh no, I'm being eaten. This is the part that I was like, okay, this is going to be really scary. I remember how scary the chainsaw part was, like, back in the day, and oh my god. I mean, just watching this gameplay got my blood pumping. I'm just like, oh my god, when we play the game, I'm going to freak out and be like, ah! So this is something I'm super excited about. The Merchant is back, and I mean, it would have been a cardinal sin to not feature him at all. But I noticed, so okay, we've got the crafting system, which is awesome, because this is something that was introduced in Resident Evil 7 that I absolutely love, because it's not just crafting, it's strategic gameplay, because you have these moments where you have to choose, okay, do I need health right now or do I need ammo? And you can choose which one you want to make. And then here they've expanded on it even more, so you can make like handgun ammo or shotgun shells or herbs or whatever. I really, really like that.
Items you carry and synthesizing herbs. This also allows you to craft ammunition and other items.
So this is another cool thing that I noticed. Oh, bolt thrower. Huh. I loved upgrading my weapons in Resident Evil 4. I think that was one of the most fun things that you could do, because what was interesting is it was like leveling up in an RPG in disguise, because Leon himself didn't get stronger or anything, but the weapons that he used would become more efficient, better accuracy, more damage, all that stuff, as well as improving his overall health and how much damage he could take.
And items, and customize them to suit your place.
And this is something I love. They even added it to the knife. And I love this, because with the treasure hunting and the collecting money and all that stuff, that was one of the most fun things that they introduced it in 4 and then took it away, and we didn't see it again for a really long time. But that system was really rewarding. It was a really good game feedback loop.
Style. we've also added a trade mechanic.
I remember every time I saw the merchant, I'd get excited because I'm like, oh, I have enough money, or like, oh, does he have new upgrades for me, you know? I'm hoping that the treasure hunting is still in. I know that they did this where they've got like new currency, which seems to be these yellow diamonds. I'm hoping that there's, you know, well, okay, this says treasure map, so there has to be treasures.
Can be exchanged for special items.
And there's a yellow herb, which means your health will be able to expand. So this is interesting. I don't know what you'd call this. I guess it's a counterattack.
While respecting
Maybe a parry, but using your knife at the right moment when an enemy's about to attack you, you can knock them back, which is great. Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. I don't know how I feel about the new costumes. Oh, you can equip sunglasses. That's kind of cool. Oh, accessory. Wait, so Leon gets accessories this time around? Look at that. There's accessory.
This includes additional content such as costumes,
interesting.
Special weapons, a treasure map, and more.
These alternate costumes are not my jam personally. I know some of you are going to love them. I have yet to play anything past Devil May Cry 3, I think. So I'm really, really behind. I can't tell if one of them is a Devil May Cry character or what. But it looks like Ashley's also getting some costumes. I'm also wondering if this costume right here. Okay, it says Leon and Ashley because she's got different hair here, so they did something there. Maybe she'll get her classic costume. I'm surprised to not see Leon's RPD uniform, but maybe this is just because it's extra DLC, which means this isn't like unlocked in game. It's like extra if you want to buy it, so you don't have to have it. And it looks like we get 2 deluxe weapons, Skull Shaker and Sentinel 9. God, I miss the days when you could just like use the names of real guns. And also, I am so sorry. I put out a tweet. I put out a thing on my community tab, but the collector's edition, as predicted, is already sold out. I'm glad I was able to secure mine. I will be live streaming it when it comes out, assuming it gets to my house in a timely fashion. So for those of you who didn't pre-order it, I am so sorry. Please don't give your money to scalpers because guess what? If you do it, they're just going to keep doing this. And I hate it as much as you do. It's awful. But again, that's why I don't have a Jill statue with my Resident Evil figures. I only have Leon and Chris because I had to learn things the hard way. So we get these little charms, which I think were also in Village, where you just like it. I don't think they do anything. I think they just hang off of your... Well, actually, no. I was reading. They said that the attaché case, like the gold one, has a minor effect, is what they said. But they didn't say what. So, who knows? Maybe the green herb, like, you gain more health, or enemies drop more health. Same with handgun ammo. I don't know. So, yeah, you guys. Release date, March 2023. I'm excited. Oh, here we go. Reverse, start and end the 23rd. Oh, that's tomorrow. All right. So I'm going to put up this video today. And then, yeah, let's play some Reverse tomorrow. All right. Okay, I'm going to end this video here. This is all I've got for you. I'm so excited. It's been a really crazy week in gaming, but I'm glad to see it end on a high note after having a rough start with all the Bayonetta nonsense. So those are my thoughts on Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I would love to hear what you guys think about all these things. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you are excited for. Maybe something that you wish was in it. And let's play some Reverse. I'm Kai Morgan. And as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon. And a very special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Your extra support means the world to me and helps me keep making content for you guys.